Hi guys and welcome back to our Dctuk UK live podcast. Today we're here with special guest Rachel from Interface. So she's going to be telling us all about Interface products and some new special products as well. So let's get going. So we thought we'd start off with a bit of a quiz, just to get things going, get us relaxed and things like that. So Rachel is actually from Burnley, is it?
Yeah.
So I thought I'd do a Lancashire-based quiz.
Love it.
All about that area and some Burnley FC. Are you a Burnley FC fan?
Absolutely.
Right,
100%.
perfect. So I'm going to kick it off, start the quiz, and then we'll get into talking all about Interface. Is that all right?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so let me get my questions out. Right, so question 1. In 1965, KFC opened their first restaurant in which UK city?
Blackburn.
Close. It was Preston.
Oh.
Oh well. All right, let's carry on. In 2002, up in 2002, what was the fastest and tallest roller coaster in Europe?
The big one.
The Pepsi Max. Is that the same?
I think so.
I think it's the same,
Pepsi,
isn't
that
it?
big one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it
Blackpool.
changed its name.
Yeah.
We'll give you that anyway. 1
Thank
point.
you.
Okay, question number 3. Which seaside attraction costs more than £2.4 million to stage each year?
The Blackpool Illumination.
Yes, well
Yeah, I
done.
went on Saturday night.
Did you? Was it good?
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Right, okay, that's 2 points. Okay, cool. So question number 4. What is the name of the famous Lancastrian who created the clay TV characters Wallace and Gromit?
Oh, Nick. Somebody or other.
Yeah, right, we'll give you half a point for that. I wouldn't have got that. Nick Park, well done. Okay, you'll know this one, I think. Which ground do Burnley play their home games at?
Turf Moor. The happy place.
The happy place. And I think we're on question 6 now. What's Burnley FC's nickname?
The Claret.
Well done. And next question is, when is Lancashire Day celebrated?
Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't know this one.
March sometime?
No, 27th of November.
No,
I didn't even
not
know
a
that was
clue.
a day.
No, me neither.
Okay, this is a true or false. So is Lancashire the second largest country in England? True or false? County, not country. Sorry.
False.
Yeah, correct. I don't actually know what the second largest one is. I should have Googled that maybe. Okay, and then what is the county sometimes referred to as? Is it the White Lily County, B, the Red Rose County, or C, the Yellow Daffodil County?
Red Rose County.
Well done. And last question, what is a famous Lancashire dish? Is it A, the Lancashire hot pot, B, the Lancashire pudding, or C, the Lancashire broth?
It's got to be Lancashire hot pot.
Yeah, of course. 8 out of 10?
8.5 for
Yep.
Nick.
Yeah, well done. That's not bad, that.
Not that I'm competitive.
I thought that was quite hard, but well done. You did well. So before we crack on with Interface, do you want to tell us a bit about yourself, what you're doing, what your job role is here at Interface?
Yeah, so I work as an account manager for Interface in the Northwest. So I cover sort of Liverpool, Lancashire that we've just talked about, and up to sort of the South Lakes and sort of half of Manchester, which I share with one of my colleagues as well. I've got a mixed role, so I look after architects, interior designers, also flooring contractors, and also your lovely self, so one of my key accounts in the Northwest. I've been at Interface for nearly 3 years now. And I've got a real sort of passion for design and floor coverings and just creating lovely schemes for customers.
Yeah, and that's perfect with Interface because they're all about design and things
Yeah,
like that,
definitely.
aren't they? So could you give us a brief overview about Interface and what that's all about?
Yeah, how long have you got? So Interface, we always say we make and manufacture carpet tile, but ultimately we sell design.
Yeah.
So all of our products are really, really design focused, and we try to be on trend with current market trends in terms of texture and in terms of colours. We also have products for lots and lots of different settings. So whether that be a commercial workplace, education setting, hospitality, or even for residential if you wanted to look at some of our LVT products. As well as creating really beautiful product, we also keep sustainability at the heart of absolutely everything that we do. So that's really core to our business, and it's becoming more and more important to our customer base as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the key important things, like we were discussing with your car before.
Yeah.
Everything's moving towards the future, moving towards a more sustainable lifestyle,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
Yep.
So as you've just explained about your job seems very like hands-on, going out meeting customers and things like that. So how have you found working this year with obviously everything that's going on? How have you adapted and things like that?
It's been an absolute roller coaster. That's the only way I can describe it. Literally overnight, one night in March, our lives as we knew them, just like somebody flicked a switch and our job totally changed.
Yeah.
We were all working from home. I think what it's proven to us is that we are very strong as a team, and I think if anything what we'll take out of this year is that we're stronger together, and that we work together as a team, and that's what gets us our results.
Yeah, I think as bad as this year's been, there's definitely been some really good key points to come out of it, and everyone's learnt new things about themselves, and as a business, if anything were to happen, we know a way around it now, type
definitely
thing. So there's definitely some good things to come out of it. Okay, cool. So let's talk about one of your newest collections, which is nylon. So do you want to just give us a brief overview about that? What's the products for?
Yeah, 100%. So Nylon Streets is our new carpet towel collection. So it's a little bit different for Interface in terms of what you would usually see from us in a global carpet towel collection. This is a lot more urban inspired. So it takes its inspiration, and you can probably tell from the name, Nylon, N-Y and L-O-N, that it takes its inspiration from two iconic cities. So New York and London streets.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, where the inspiration came from. And you can really, it's very literal. So when you look at the tiles, you can really see where that inspiration has come from. So this is my favourite palette within the collection. So there's 6 different tiles within the collection, and the key sort of tile within the collection is the Broom Street product, which is the one that has the pop of colour coming through.
Yeah.
Now the colourways in this collection as well, when you look at the whole collection, are very, very different for Interface again.
Yeah.
So this blush palette, which is my absolute favourite. I know you're not meant to pick favourites.
Yeah.
It's like picking your favourite child.
I just like anything with pink in,
I
so
do love
it's probably
it.
mine.
And it is really, really on trend. So it's a real trend colour for sort of autumn, winter 2020. And we see it going right through into 2021 as well. So this is the colourway that goes through all of the collection in the Broom Street. You've got a couple of new greens in there as well, which are really different for us. The new greens in this collection are more sort of emerald tones, some more jewel tones, and a little bit more jadey green as well. So picking up on those sort of mineral tones that we'll start see coming through next year as well.
Yeah, that's cool. So who actually uses this product then? Is it commercial or just commercial or residential? Or
So we're using it at the moment. A lot of commercial settings are really liking it at the moment, purely because of the colour palettes, because we're sort of going into next year's colour palettes, and they're sort of bringing that sort of trend into the workplace. So it's been very popular so far in commercial, but equally we're seeing a lot of people use it in sort of inset rug settings alongside the LVT. So they might just use it in a smaller space. So again, that could be in a hospitality setting, whether it's a hotel bedroom, whether it's a student residential. So it's not really specific to any sector really.
And when is this product available? Is it available now? Or?
Yeah, it's available now.
And price point wise, where does this sit with your other products?
So these are one of our premium collections. So we pride ourselves on obviously having product for all budgets. But these are a premium collection. So these are going to be alongside other products in the range, sort of like our Human Nature collection, Human Connections, Visual Code, those sort of price points.
Yeah, perfect. And what would you say nylon USP is?
It's actually very, very exciting. So apart from the colour palette and the design, Nylon Streets was introduced to the UK market on one of our brand new backing innovations. So the backing on the carpet tile is a product called Sequest Bio. So this was just launched into the UK market on this product in early October. And Sequest Bio is made from bio-based materials. So as I've said before, we're keeping sustainability at the heart of everything we do.
Yeah.
And we're continually striving to lower the carbon footprint of our product so that then helps the built environment to lower its carbon footprint.
That's amazing.
The bio-based materials in Sequest Bio backing, when they are measured on a standalone basis, they are net carbon negative. So what that means for you and for your customers is, if they purchase and install Interface product on Sequest Bio backing, they are lowering the carbon footprint of that product and of the entire installation. And they're also using a product with a lot more recycled content in it.
Yeah.
And the really exciting thing about Sequest Bio is we did launch it on Nyland Streets. However, we've now put it as standard on 11 other carpet tile collections.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So a lot of the products now that you've got on your website, Dctuk UK, will all be coming as standard on Sequest Bio backing.
Oh, perfect. Why would you choose Interface over any other brand?
Well, of course, I'm going to say why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, for me and for a lot of our customers, carbon and sustainability are becoming bigger and bigger issues.
Yeah.
So the fact that all of our product portfolio, carpet tile, LVT and Nora rubber, which is in the Interface family now as well, are all carbon neutral products across their entire life cycle.
Yeah.
So if you are concerned with sustainability, with climate change, you want to lower the carbon footprint of your building or wherever you're installing product, you need to be buying from Interface.
Yeah.
We're the only people who have carbon neutral products across our entire portfolio, but we want to inspire others to do the same. So we're not, the more people and the more manufacturers that make their products that way and make their products in a sustainable way, the better.
Yeah. So you mentioned some stuff about carbon and stuff, and I know you said there's carbon neutral and carbon negative, is it? What do they mean and what's the differences?
To answer your question, very simply, carbon neutral is something that is across its life cycle is basically neutral in terms of it's not putting any additional carbon into the atmosphere. So whether that be through its manufacturing process or through the products that it's actually made out of, it's neither negative or positive.
Yeah.
Carbon negative is actually something that is reducing the carbon footprint of that product.
Right.
So in the case of Sequest Bio backing, with that backing on the product, that product has a lower carbon footprint than if it didn't have that backing.
Right. Okay.
I hope that explains.
I think I understand. That was a really good explanation though, so well done. So with Nylon, we've covered Broome Street. So do you want to tell us a bit more about the other streets that are involved in the collection?
Definitely. So there's 6 products in the collection altogether, and they're all named after iconic streets in either New York or London.
Yeah.
You've got Old Street, Mercer Street, Reed Street, and these are all slightly different in their texture. You've got product in there with slight little dot patterns on there.
Yeah. So this one's Mercer Street here, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can see on Mercer Street, you've still got the sort of circular pattern there.
Yeah.
And also that works really nicely in collaboration with the Broome Street if you wanted to do sort of a transition from colour into more of a neutral palette.
Yeah.
Reed Street, again, this is very, very different for Interface. This is not like anything else we've got in the collection. So this is literally replicating that steel grid pattern that you might see on the streets.
Yeah.
And again, Dover Street, again, very, very literal with the design. And you can see there
literally looks exactly the same.
Looks
almost,
exactly the same. David Oakey, who designs these collections for us, is very, very literal in the things that he sees. He literally translates what he sees on the streets into the product.
That's cool.
So you can see there. Wheeler Street, again, this is a slightly larger sort of circular pattern on there, so you can see where it's picked up from. That's one of the streets in London there. And Old Street is really, really nice neutral, so you've almost got a pinstripe type effect coming through.
So back on about sustainability, are your carpet tiles recyclable? Can you recycle all of them?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually have an Interface initiative where we can go to site to a building that may be ripping out old carpet tile, and we can take back any of the carpet tile that might come out of that building and save it from going into landfill. And what we do is we strip the backing away from the yarn, and we can then use the yarn. It gets sent and mixed with virgin yarn to our yarn supplier Aquafil, and then we can use that to make new carpets.
Oh, wow. And what trends do you expect to see in 2021? Have you got any ideas about that?
Yeah, I mean, trends are one of my favourite questions.
Yeah.
I could talk all day about colour and product and trends and patterns. But yeah, we're seeing, in terms of colour, we're seeing a lot of muted tones coming through. So a move away from brights.
Yeah.
As I've said before, this blush palette has been just, designers are just going crazy over it when they see the blush palette. So we're seeing a lot more pastel-y tones coming through. We're also seeing sort of jewel tones, more mineral tones, quite earthy neutrals.
Yeah.
Also, blue is going to be a staple for 2021.
Yeah. So we've obviously talked a lot about your new carpet tile collection, Nylon, and I can see you're holding a pink thing.
I know.
So do you want to tell us a bit about this? Is it LVT?
So this is our addition to our collection, which was launched alongside the Nylon Streets collection. So the colour palettes work absolutely perfectly together.
I was going to say that blush one would look so nice. It's like a carpet design in that.
Definitely. There are actually 20 colours in the Bush Slimes collection. So you've got some real cool and warm grey tones. You've also got some real earthy tones as well, which is, again, something that we talked about in the colour trends. And this blush. It's a really, really lovely brushed linear pattern, and it's a plank product. So it's something a little bit different, and it adds a little bit of sparkle across the floor as well when you see it down. As with all our LVT collections, it comes as standard on our Sound Choice backing, which gives it a 16 dB acoustic rating, and also means that it sits flush against our carpet tile without the need for any sort of seams or joints on there. So it makes your installation look really seamless.
Yeah.
Also, it's got 39% recycled content as of all.
Amazing. So is it out now?
It's available now.
Okay, so if any of you guys are watching this, you can purchase all the Interface LVT and carpet tile products on dctuk.com. So thank you so much for coming in today, Rachel. We've loved learning about Interface, Nylon Streets and the Brush Lines LVT. And again, guys, if you want to purchase any of these products, they're available on dctuk.com. So don't forget, guys, we have a huge competition over on our Instagram where you could win an £1,000 IKEA gift voucher, not to mention a £250 flight voucher, an iPad Air, and so much more. So just head over to our Instagram, follow the instructions, and it's a free entry. So what more could you want? So thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week for our next DCT UK live podcast, and we'll see you then. Bye.